Rangers 4, Aberdeen 1. Throat's a bit gone. But I thought Gio was going to be gone after this game, and it looked very apparent when Aberdeen made it 1-0, right? And let's just put the result, the goals, the actual performance, which I don't think was actually that bad. I thought it was pretty good. Best performance of the season, I'd say. This was like the worst defending you will see. It's the worst, one of the worst bits of defending I've ever seen. We've got Duke going on a run. This guy's quality. Like, you can say whatever you want, unbiased on it, but this guy's quality. I remember he scored an overhead kick against Ross County. I was like, fuck, this guy's got something about him. Absolutely Leon King on toast here. It was embarrassing. I think Leon King's, we can talk about him being unproven at Champions League level, but you can even see here that he's getting fucking turned inside and out. Honestly, a bit embarrassing, but you know what? I'm glad King's getting the opportunities, because you know what? He needs to learn. He's only 18. He's got all this potential and hype, so it's a learning curve for him. But then Duke goes down. It's not a penalty, and then Tav and the rest of the Windy Lickers are claiming it's a dive, right? And even if it is a dive, that's no excuse just to stop. And that is literally where this Aberdeen goal comes from. Barron bloaters it in because the rest of the Rangers team stop, and you're like, what the fuck's this? I've never seen anything. You have to play to the whistle. They played because they thought it was a dive, and even if it was a dive, right? The ref, yeah, they can blow the whistle for dives, but most likely than not, they're just not going to give the penalty. So therefore, you've got to play to the whistle. You know, because we've seen it loads of times. People have died and the refs just wave play on. Like, the odd time it's a blatant one, he will dish out the yellow, but oh man, this was ludicrous. Don't understand why we stopped, honestly. Atrocious. Barron buries it. But thankfully, Rangers took control of the game. Kolak makes it 2-1. Brilliant bit of play through the middle. Sliced them open. To be honest, it was poor defending for Aberdeen. I think it was Richardson at the back playing Kolak and Tillman on. Ball finds Tillman. All he's got to do is square it to Kolak. It's very similar to the PSV goal that seems about a million years ago this season, because fuck, what a high that was. Beating PSV to getting pumped 8-0 every game in the Champions League, man. Fucking disgraceful. Is what it is. And then just before half time, we make the magical goal. 2-1. We've got Lundstrom. It's a bit of a fucking disaster, this. It's like a corner. We've got a few clearances, but Lundstrom manages to put it in. And it's what Rangers need it, man. They need it to make it 2-1. They needed to make it 2-1 just before half time. See when Aberdeen scored, I actually only saw the game going one way, even though we weren't particularly awful. But we move into the second half. Tavernier, it's a cross whipped in for Barisic, who came on for the injured Yilmaz, which is going to be a big miss. Really good against Napoli. Promising youngster. You don't want to see anyone get injured, man. The injury list fucking grows. But Tav makes it 3-1 with a header, and not long after this, it's a handball in the box. It's a weird one. From the way the cameras, it does look like he literally just flicks it up, but we've seen penalties this season, or should I say no penalties given for more, for actual hand the ball rather than ball to hand, but this was just a weird one. I don't know, but Tav steps up, misses it, and you're thinking, fuck, could this game finish 3 each? Thankfully it doesn't. We bombard them with chances. Morelos comes on, scores an offside goal. Sakala, brilliant work here. Let's just say, as critical as I have been of Sakala, he was unplayable today, but we need it more consistent. We need him blasting past people. And you know what? For all the hype people give Kent about skinning people left, right, and centre, Sakala can do that. It's just his passing and shooting is fucking awful, but, is what it is. And then in the last kick of the game, Sakala launches a ball, just before the 90th minute, launches the ball in, takes a deflection. Morelos gets his goal after having one ruled outside, and we win. Outside? Offside? Outside? Who cares, man? Rangers 4, Aberdeen 1. We close the gap to 1 point. Much better. Am I convinced of Gio? Not really. So until next time, peace.